All right, it's Sunday, so time for another review. How are y'all? I'm Mark, and this is going to be today's review. Today we're going to do Glenfiddich14 Bourbon Barrel Reserve. This is an American exclusive, available only in the U.S. And because it's made in two kinds of bourbon barrels, it's made in both used bourbon barrels and then also finished in new charred oak barrels. It's 43% ABV, and of course Glenfiddich, we talked about this when we did an actual tasting here. Glenfiddich is Gaelic for Valley of the Deer. And what else can I tell you? It doesn't, I don't see anywhere it says anything about no color added or no chill filter, so probably has some color. Guessing by this color, it probably does have a little bit. Anyway, let's see. It's a 14 finished in the two different kinds of oaks. The barrels come from the Kelvin Cooperage in Kentucky, and they make barrels for several bourbon distilleries in the U.S. Glenfiddich was formed in 1887, and they've been in production since. They were one of only 6 distilleries that managed to stay open during Prohibition. I find it very strange to me that back in the 1920s that the U.S. Prohibition was such an important factor in whiskey. And at the time, the U.S. was, this is before World War II. We're not like we weren't the main world power at the time. We weren't quite as populous, and so kind of just surprising that it affected that much. I'm not a history person, so someone who else knows more about history may know more than me, and who knows, I may be telling you something that's wrong. Okay. Glenfiddich, it has 31 or 32 stills. I've read both numbers. 32 seems like a weird number to me. 31 seems like a weird number to me. It seems like they'd have 32 because it's an even number. They're actually the #1 single malt selling whiskey in the world. They are responsible. They have about 35% of the market share, which, that, considering how many distilleries are out there, that's huge. Okay, what else can I tell you? Well, I guess we'll look at the bottle here and see what it says. Not much on the bottle itself, just kind of talking about the two kinds of oaks. It's 14 years in bourbon barrels, and then it's put into the new oak, the charred new oak barrels. So, all right. After 14 years maturing in casks that were previously held bourbon, our malt master finishes our Scotch whiskey in deep charred new oak American oak barrels from Kentucky for a rich, sweet, and vibrant malt. After 14 patient years, our whiskey has beautiful, deep, sweet flavors of creamy toffee and our signature ripe summer fruit. Finishing in American oak barrels from Kentucky wakes it up with bold vanilla punch, overlaid with the notes of fresh oak and velvety caramel. By being family run, we've always had the freedom to work with people who share our values. That's why the sources of the new American oak barrels for this whiskey directly from the Kelvin Cooperage itself, a family-run company in Louisville, Kentucky. Their commitment to quality ensures the perfect marriage of American oak and Scotch whiskey. And okay, not much there. So as you can see, the color on that. And open up this. This runs around $50 or so, so it's very reasonable. Very reasonable price for Scotch, for single malt Scotch. And this one doesn't want to open real well. So, all right, I'm done playing. I would say kind of fruity on the cork, but Let's look at it in the glass. All right, got the new glass going here. Give you some color from in the glass. Okay. Spin that, twirl it, give it a little twirl. I did finally get a bunch of new Glencairns this week, so with a stem. I don't know. I haven't decided if I like those better, if I should go back to traditional, but all right, let's give it a nose. Not very strong smelling. Summer fruit, citrus, lots of fruit. I'm going to say oranges. Maybe some apple. Not real strong nose. Some, maybe a little bit of honey and vanilla. All right. Today I'm going to make it. Oaky on the palate. Kind of a, there's some vanilla in there. Butterscotch kind of is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, there's more vanilla now that I've had some on the nose. There seems more vanilla seems to be coming through. I'm gonna say more dried fruit now, more like raisins or something along those lines. A creamy toffee, more like butterscotch than toffee to me. So anyway, got it cut it short today, just over 8 minutes. I'm getting there. Sooner or later I'll get it under 8 minutes. See you next